Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, The Lunchbox. Today I'm going to show you a unique recipe called as cashew nut and bitter melon stir fry. Now frankly, who loves bitter melon? Not anyone that I know of. It is bitter and not the best tasting vegetable out there. However, it packs a ton of nutrients and has a whole lot of health benefits. That's why today I'm going to show you a recipe that's not only going to make this bitter melon taste delicious, but is also going to be appealing to your taste buds. So let's make some bitter melon stir fry with cashew nuts. For this recipe, I will be using 3 medium to small sized bitter melons. I have washed them thoroughly. I have 3 tablespoons of raw cashew nuts. These are not toasted, they're just in the raw form. 2 tablespoons of clarified butter, some chopped cilantro, about 2 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons of grated coconut, juice of half a lemon, and then 1 teaspoon each of red chili powder, turmeric powder, coriander powder, and sugar. Now, if you have access to jaggery, which is the solid form of sugar, that works even better. But if you don't have jaggery, sugar will do. And finally, some salt. I'm not measuring the salt over here because you will see in the recipe that we are going to use an approximate amount. We are going to start by taking one of the bitter melons, the ones that I've already washed, chopping off the edges, and then slicing it through the center. After slicing it to the center, we're going to go ahead and core these. Remove all the center section, these seeds. This is one of the reasons why the bitter melon is actually pretty bitter. So we're going to take off all the seeds. We're going to discard the seeds and we're going to repeat the same process for the other 2 bitter melon. Once all the bitter melons are cored, we are going to go ahead and chop them into smaller pieces. More of a semicircular piece. Once we have chopped all the bitter melon into semicircular pieces, we're going to place them in a colander, or you can even use a strainer, and you'll see the reason why. We're going to marinate these with salt. So you're just going to take about little amount of salt and just spread it across and then kind of massage it in. Massage it for a minute or so. The reason for this step is massaging the salt and marinating the bitter melon in the salt will actually take some of the bitterness away. So in addition to coring it, removing the seeds, this is one additional step to reduce the bitterness of the bitter melon. After massaging the salt with the bitter melon for a minute, we're going to leave this aside and let the bitter melon sweat for about 15 minutes. And we will come back to this in 15 minutes. While the bitter melon is marinating in the salt, let's toast our cashew nuts. So in a pan, turn on the flame and add half of the clarified butter. So we're going to add 1 tablespoon of the 2 tablespoons I'd asked for. And add our cashew nuts to it. And just lightly toast it for about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes. And this should be on medium flame. Once the cashews are roasted, turn off the flame and we're going to take them out separately in a bowl and keep them aside. It's been 15 minutes. It's time to come back to our bitter melon. We are going to wash this bitter melon thoroughly under running water so it washes away all of the excess salt. Also, it will take away some of the bitterness with it. So make sure you wash this thoroughly. After washing the bitter melon thoroughly, we want to take them out on a cloth or a paper towel and then pat them dry. Once we pat them dry, it's time to cook them. To cook the bitter melon, we're going to take the same pan that we used to roast our cashew nuts. We're going to turn the flame on to medium-high. And we're going to add the leftover of our clarified butter to the pan. Let it heat. Once the clarified butter melts and the pan is hot, go ahead and add your bitter melon slices. And then now we're going to go ahead and add all our spices. Turmeric, coriander powder, red chili powder, and our sugar. Give it a quick stir. Make sure to keep your flame medium. Once you hear the sizzling sound, go ahead and add your grated coconut. Give it a stir, and at this point you're going to turn the flame low. Stir it well. And at this point we're going to cover the pan and cook this on low flame for about 5 to 6 minutes. In about 5 minutes, uncover the pan and then sprinkle some light salt on this. Remember, we had already marinated this bitter melon in salt, so you don't want to put too much salt in it because there may be some leftover salt already on the bitter melon. Give it a quick stir. At this time, we are going to increase the flame to medium-high and continue cooking for another 7 to 8 minutes. After 5 minutes, we're going to uncover it again. And this time, we're going to add the roasted cashew nuts. Stir it, and we're going to let it cook covered for another 2 minutes, and our bitter melon with cashew nut stir fry will be ready. After 2 minutes, uncover the pan. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of our lemon juice. Garnish it with cilantro. Give it a quick stir and turn off the flame. Our stir fry is ready to be served. This bitter melon cashew nut stir fry goes very well with any kind of flatbread. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do try this recipe and let me know if it changes your opinion about bitter melon. And let me know your feedback in the comments below. And like always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.